Perfect. Yes, I will be providing a little bit of information of the work that we're doing on AI, and in particular, some guidance on the use of AI in publishing. In each year, STM carries out an annual exercise, bringing together forward-looking, futuristic thinkers in December in London. So this is just around the corner. And the exercise is focused on predicting what will be the most important trend that will impact scholarly publishing in 5 years' time. And in 2017, our Future Lab, as we call them, gathered together. And they were thinking about what would be the big trend in 2022. And they predicted AI. And of course, we know this was indeed a correct prediction. In 2022, ChatGPT became a household name, and we have not stopped talking about AI since then. So in 2023, we at STM set up 4 work streams in relation to AI. As you can see, we are, of course, engaged in policy in many countries and in many legal jurisdictions. We also are doing some work that is focused on the AI community itself. And we're also working to support publishers with best practices for their own workflows as they develop tools in the area of research integrity, or where AI tools have been leading to, where AI has led to a rise in such things as fake papers, fake data, and image manipulation. We have a 4th work stream that I'll be talking about today that is focused on supporting the research community and other stakeholders. Part of this work is directed to helping define best practices in the use of AI in the preparation of manuscripts and the declaration of use of AI during the research process itself. Before sharing more on these best practices, I do want to say a few words about our general views in relation to AI. So when we think about AI as STM and as STM publishers, we want to make sure that as we move forward, we think about the real cornerstones of what we do and what we need to protect, even as we are evolving with this new technology. And the first is that research is cumulative and it is a self-correcting system. New knowledge built on knowledge before, or sometimes overturns what we thought we knew was a truth before with new information. Second, attribution is critical, not only because citation practices have been a means of giving credit, but also because citations or attributing work helps us to see the genealogy of knowledge, those points in the development of knowledge over time, which are very crucial in order for us to verify knowledge as new knowledge is building on old knowledge. Verification is also crucial, and this is the work that publishers like yourselves are doing, because it's essential that the research community can base new work upon a sound foundation of trustworthy knowledge, and that the public has trust in the institution of research. And finally, a global conversation. We know that knowledge evolves through dialogue and engagement with the scholarly literature, with scholarly knowledge, and the debate and testing of theories and models. And I also, before I get into our notes, I want to also share that STM members are uniquely positioned to be thinking about AI, because not only are STM members publishing the content that large language models and AI want to train on, but some of our STM members are themselves developing AI tools. So this means that we are really concerned to lean in together to think balanced about AI and how it should best develop. So at STM, our mission is to advance trusted research, And this is how we look at everything and think about everything through that lens, including AI. So our vision is one of truthful, responsible, and reliable AI systems at scale. And we and STM members are looking to collaborate with new and existing stakeholders so that we can achieve this around the globe. And in our minds, collaboration is absolutely essential to ensure that AI systems evolve so that they respect the ethos of science, and that copyright and licensing are critical tools for enforcing those respectful practices. So let me talk, as I said I would, about some of our principles. I was just checking the time to make sure I'm not running over, so I need just a few more minutes. In 2021, STM published our first white paper on AI focused on AI ethics in scholarly communications, which I'll come back to in a moment, but also a second report in 2023 in the wake of ChatGPT to give some initial guidance on the uses of Gen AI by authors. And this 2023 report has now taken a second step, which I will also show in just a moment. So sharing with you in 2022 on AI ethics in scholarly communication, I want to bring your attention to the right-hand corner in white. These basic principles are what we feel still feels to be core when we think about AI and science. We want transparency and accountability. We need to think about quality and integrity. We need to respect privacy and security. We also need to think about fairness. And we also need to think about sustainable development as we work and move forward with these tools. I mentioned that our paper from 2023 that gave guidance to the use of Gen AI to researchers and authors, that we've taken this a step further. And that has resulted in a report this year, just a couple months ago, on recommendations for a classification of AI use in academic manuscript preparation. And this we've developed to support publishers. It's a very short report. There is some background, some of which is on this screen, but then it is a basic table. So on the 4 columns that you'll see here, we have 9 lines, and we have a column that talks about the use, so a use case of using AI in the preparation of the manuscript. In the second column, a description of the activity. We then give some examples of that activity and also say what it doesn't include, because what is outside of that. And there are just 9 lines. This is currently only in English. There might be an opportunity for us to translate this into Japanese. But you can find this on our website, excuse me, at this link here. And I will also make sure that I put this link in the chat box for everyone if you'd like to access it. And so with that, I'd like to turn back to our moderators and thank you once again for joining, and to all of our speakers. And I shall stop sharing. Thank you.